What's up guys, my name is Smash and welcome back to another video, and today we are here for another F1 2018 last two I don't know challenge, and today we're going to start in last place as Sebastien Vettel in the Ferrari, and alongside us is going to be Lewis Hamilton, and the objective is try to keep the championship alive. If you didn't watch the real life Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton finished in 4th place. The Grand Prix was won by Max Verstappen. Sebastien Vettel finished in 2nd, but it was enough to Lewis Hamilton be crowned 5-time world champion. But today we're going to try to make a different story on the game. So to keep this championship alive, we have to finish in 1st or 2nd. If we finish 1st, Hamilton has to be 8th place or worse. And if we are 2nd, Hamilton doesn't have score any points. So it's going to be a hard challenge, but we're going to start in last place on the last row. We're going to start in P19, but yeah, I think I can consider last place. But before start the race, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It really motivates me to make more videos. But now, let's go down to the track.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good luck.
Thanks a lot, Jeff, and welcome guys to the Mexican Grand Prix. We're going to start in P19. Behind us is going to be Lewis Hamilton, and let's see what we can do. Can we keep this championship alive? It's what we're going to discover in this 18-lap race. So away we go. Hamilton behind us, 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. Always a terrible start on F1 2018, and we give it a little squeeze on Hamilton, but now we're going to try to get the slipstream, but now we're going through the outside line because I think it's the better line to get better momentum through the next straight. But here we go to turn 1, a lot of confusion, 3 cars side by side. So we're going to try overtake both Williams, and the Toros of Gasly is so close to Ericsson, sorry, and there's a virtual safety car, and yeah, Ericsson just in front of us, and we have to back off to P16. And there's the reason of the virtual safety car is because of Lance Stroll. He spun on the chicane, and yeah, that's the reason. And now we are racing again on slipstream of Marcus Ericsson. We're going to try something very aggressive on the brakes, but yes, we can make that move stick. We made a little contact with Stoffel Vandoorne, a little bit aggressive. I think there was a gap, but yeah, it wasn't enough. Now we're going on the slipstream of the McLaren, the Renault engine, much slower engine than our Ferrari engine. We go up on the inside of Stoffel, and yeah, he's still there. We're going to try all the run of the outside, and now we have in front Charles Leclerc is going defensive. We're going to try make a move on the outside, and that's us into P13. So a very good start. Lewis Hamilton is stuck behind the back marker, so yeah, we have to move places, you know, to keep this championship alive, at least in the game. But now we are in the slipstream of Nico Hülkenberg. Can we try something on the stadium section? We're going to hop off inside, hit the apex beautifully, and that's us into P12, sorry. And there's Gasly and Grosjean barging a little bit, and we're going to try to overtake Gas. And we are on his slipstream. We're going through the outside line. We're going to try all around, and outside is going defensive. We brake like into turn 1. We made a little bit of contact. I didn't left any space, and yeah, he's going to try something. I wasn't expecting to come back, but that's us into P11, so close to the points. And Hamilton again is stuck behind some traffic of the back marker, so we're doing a very good job at the moment. And now we're going to try to catch Roman Grosjean, but as you can see, we have a Renault in the podium places, so it's Carlos Sainz in 3rd place, so he's doing a very good job at the moment. And my teammate as well, he's leading the race, so good to see our teammate. But now we are in the pursuit of Roman Grosjean, and we're going to try to do something. Now we're going to catch him on this straight. We are in this slipstream. We're going to try to dive down on the inside, a late lunge like we did in Marcus Ericsson on lap 2. He's still there, but there he is. That's us into P10, and now we're going to try to catch Fernando Alonso on one of the Forcines. I think he's Esteban Ocon. So yeah, let's see what we can do. But we are very strong on these early stages. Hamilton seems to struggle a little bit of managing the traffic, I think, if you know what I mean. But now we have Roman Grosjean on our slipstream, and we're going to push him a little bit to the inside to get a better exit. But he's going down on the inside to try to get back the final point. But yeah, we hold this position, and I think now we have to concentrate on catch Fernando Alonso. And we are closing very rapidly on the S section of the second sector. We look at the time. We are so much close to the back of the McLaren. He backs off. It's me, or I think we didn't make any contact. But yeah, that's P9. Very, very strange of Fernando Alonso. But now, as you can see, some of the front runners and the midfield runners that were in front of us are making their stops. So now we have to try to do the overcuts. So now we're going to use more battery in this lap. But remember, we have some traffic. We're going a little bit wide. But yeah, as I was saying, now we're going to push on this in lap to the pits. And yeah, we have to try to overtake some of these cars, Ocon and Magnussen, to not lose time on the out lap, because yeah, if they're in front of us on the exit of the pits, we have to overtake him. But away we go, slipstream on Esteban Ocon. We're going to send down off the inside on the enter of the stadium section, and that's us into P5. And now we're going to the pits, and let's see what we can do. We're going to fit fresh off ultra soft tires. We crossed the white mark, but the white line, sorry, but no penalty. So very strange. I have the penalties turned on. I received a warning for corner cut or extend track limits. I don't remember. I don't know if I'll show you to you guys on the gameplay. But now we have Max Verstappen in front of us, so we gain some time to the Dutchman. Maybe change his front wing. That's the reason, maybe. But now we're going to get out of the pits, and we are down into P12 and maybe P13. No, it's just P12, and Fernando Alonso jumped us. So yeah, the overcut didn't work now, but now we have to dispatch him, these guys, as quick as we can, because we are in a different race. We have a Ferrari and he has McLaren. But so let's see what we can do. We're going to try to send down off the inside of Fernando Alonso, and we made a little bit of contact. I'm being so aggressive in this race because we have to gain as many positions as we can. Try to finish in first or in second, because if we finish first, Hamilton has to be 8 or lower, and we finish second, Hamilton has to doesn't have to score points, you know. But he's stuck a little bit on traffic, so there's still a little bit of hope in this race. So let's see what we can do. So close to Sergio Perez. There's Verstappen. There's Sorokin in the middle. He locks up and pushes a little bit Verstappen, and we gain 3 positions in one corner. So beautiful overtake. So thank you very much, Sergei Sorokin. Fair play to him. And yeah, now we are in P8. Some of the guys are making their stops. We are in P6 and P5 because we're going to jump Magnussen. But what an overtake that was! We have Carlos Sainz down into P4, so he's not any longer in the podium. But yeah, once again, what an overtake that was! Sorokin locked up on the stadium section, and he kind of pushed Max Verstappen through the outside, and yeah, there was a gap, and yeah, I took it, and now we're going to try to catch Carlos Sainz. And yeah, let's see what we can do in this race. The front runners are a little bit far, I think, so maybe this championship is lost. But as you can see, we go up the inside of Carlos Sainz. A very easy move thanks to the slipstream, and now we have a safety car. So everything is not lost. We have a safety car on lap 12, so this is a great chance for us to get second place. We have fresh tires. Now is a great chance to save fuel and save the ERS. Sorry, I can't talk because I'm so excited. But yeah, at this moment everything seems to playing on our favor. So we can potentially win this race if Raikkonen help us to win. Okay, he's not going to do that because this is in the game. Maybe in real life the Ferrari would say Kimi hold up Bottas and let Sebastien through. That would be very probable. But now I'm trying to see where Hamilton is. I think he's still outside of the points. So as it stands, Hamilton is still world champion. But if we pass Valtteri Bottas, his teammate, we can keep the championship alive. So let's see what we can do. Safety car period is ending. We have a lot of fuel on the car. So yeah, once again, everything playing on our favor. So let's see what we can do. Try to have a good restart and get the slipstream of these guys. So, and we have to watch our signs because he can get our slipstream as well. So let's see what we can do. There's the restart of the race. Now we're going to try to catch Valtteri Bottas, but I think he's trying to overtake Raikkonen. I think he's in his slipstream. We don't have to worry about Carlos Sainz is very far, but there's Bottas down on the inside of Kimi Raikkonen. Come on, teammates, hold on this position. There's Raikkonen. Now he's going to try to catch his slipstream. Bottas takes the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix. Now we're going to try to overtake these guys. Raikkonen on the outside line. We're going to be patient. Wait, we don't want to spin like Vettel in real life on these last Grand Prix. But let's see, Raikkonen is still there. He's on the inside of Valtteri Bottas, and we got a better exit than our teammates. So let's see if he give us space. Because come on, Ferrari, team orders, but we're going on the outside. Jesus, I can't talk at this moment. Jesus, concentrate, Tomas, on the talking. But now we're going to try something on Valtteri Bottas. We are in his slipstream. We have to try something. We have to try to win this race to keep this championship alive once again. But let's see what we can do. We are giving everything at this moment. I don't know how's the tire situation on Valtteri Bottas. Our tires are starting to go a little bit away, but now there's yellow flags, but that's not going to affect us. I don't know why the reason of the yellow flags, but now we're going to try something on Valtteri Bottas. Carlos Sainz that is out of this race, like in the real life Grand Prix, and Ricciardo was out of the race as well. Very unfortunate for the Australian, but yeah, we're using all the track, almost cut the corner, but now we don't have the DRS at this moment, so it's just pure slipstream and engine power. So let's see what we can do. We are in the pursuit of Valtteri Bottas. I'm not giving any cuts on this part of the video to you guys. See all the fights, he's going defensive, we go a little bit wide, but no warnings, thank God. We can't afford to have a penalty because there's still 3 laps to go, so we're not gaining much time, like 5 seconds. But now we are so confident on this section, and we are so close to Valtteri Bottas. We are on low ERS deployment, now in high ERS deployment. He's a little bit defensive, he's going to left the outside line open. We're going running off outside of Valtteri Bottas, and that's us into the lead of the Grand Prix. We start in P20, P19, sorry, but I can consider last place. And we are in the leading this Grand Prix, this Mexican Grand Prix. So as it stands, if Hamilton, we are leading, so Hamilton has to be 8 or lower than that to keep this championship alive. But there's Bottas on the slipstream. Maybe he's going to try something. Look at that Mercedes power, is equal to the Ferrari this year, but we managed to hold on this position. So 2 laps to go. Now we have to cool down and keep your head down, like Riccardo Adami says to Sebastian Vettel. And yeah, he's just keep this position and take the victory to Maranello. But let's see if Raikkonen can help us and give it to Ferrari a 1-2. So let's see if our teammate can do. He's going to be on the slipstream of Valtteri Bottas on the straight, and that's what he's doing. He's gaining so much with the DRS. And yeah, before the first corner, Kimi Raikkonen, our teammate, is going to take second place. So very possibly is going to be a Ferrari 1-2. So everything playing on our favor and our favor of our team. So, but that was it. We are on the final sector, on the last lap, and we're going to take the win on the Mexican Grand Prix. It's not Max Verstappen that is going to win, it has on Sebastian Vettel, and I'm very happy.
Nice work, that's P1. Race win, well done.
Here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Ferme. What a fantastic race it was. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to go for Sebastien Vettel. People have suggested before that he can't race wheel to wheel, but as he showed today, it's nonsense.
And that's so true, Anthony Davidson, a very well-deserved driver of the... And as you can see, Lewis Hamilton finishing P8, so we kept this championship alive, at least in the game. So a very successful episode of the last two, I don't know, challenge. And as again, I'm very pleased with the with first place and the second place of Kimi Räikkönen. So guys, that was the race. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you're new to see more F1 2018 videos. It really motivates me. What a great race that was today. But now, it's time to say goodbye. My name is Tomasz, and I'll see you guys next time.